Caitlin and Jazz Books. Hi guys, this is Jazz from Caitlin and Jazz Books, and the first thing you may notice is that I have made an intro for our videos. Be a bit awkward if I forgot to edit it so it's in the video, but there should be an intro. You may have also noticed that my hair is different. Yes, it is my summer look. I'm gonna be like this for prom, and then who knows, I'm probably gonna get rid of it because the fringe is kind of annoying, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. I look very 60s. If you've watched Call the Midwife, that's me right now. I should probably talk about what I'm going to do today. I am going to talk about a series that I am not going to finish. If I look very hot and bothered in this video, it's like 30 degrees, and I get it. In some places that's not hot, but here it's boiling. I'm like melting into the floor, so don't judge me. It's so hot, and it's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's still so hot. Like, kill me. Ugh. So, the first series that I am not going to finish is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I remember I was talking about this and I really enjoyed the first one. I gave it 5 stars. Caitlin disagreed, obviously. She gave it like 1. I don't think she finished it. She might have done. I don't know. And then I read the second one and I realised like that the writing style was just childish, if that makes, like, it was just very colloquial. Some of it was quite angsty, which was quite funny at times, but I don't think it suited me as an audience. I just don't have any interest in what happened really, because the second book was just kind of like a segue book, but it made me not care about the characters, which was a shame, because I enjoyed the first one. So let's just pretend that the second book didn't happen and just enjoy this, because I ain't gonna finish. The second series that I'm not gonna finish is the Fallen series by Lauren Kate. Caitlin really enjoyed the series. We seem to have a lot of conflicting opinions here, but she finished the series. I don't think she particularly liked the ending, but she did tell it to me because at the time I wasn't going to read it, and it kind of spoiled the ending for me, so I already knew what was going to happen, and the characters just annoyed me because the whole thing is a romance, and I don't really go for romance. Like, I have all of them, and I started to read this last one, but I just didn't finish it. Just that I think the plot would be a lot better if they weren't constantly trying to make out every 5 bloomin' minutes. I just want a decent story, not like people kissing for a whole book, because that's all this was, and it just got very boring very quickly. So I was like, you know what, I don't care. Oh no, I meant to catch that. I feel like the next book is going to be kind of controversial, and that is the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. I should have known that. This is Caitlin's favourite series of all time, and it is good. Like, I think I read it before her. I never really, like, I read the first 2, and then I just didn't finish the third one, Mockingjay. I just couldn't get into it, and at the time I didn't really read a lot, so I was like, it doesn't matter, so I just kind of left it, and now I just can't be bothered to read the other 2. That's really bad, but I just can't be bothered to reread the whole thing to, like, remind myself of what happens. I just can't be bothered. I'm just lazy. The next series I'm probably not going to finish is the Spook series by Joseph Delaney. I do really enjoy this series. I've read like, I don't know how many I've read, like the first 5. I have another one as well which I haven't read yet, but I've just realised that it's a very long series, and I don't usually finish very long series, and it occurred to me that I'm probably not going to like just want to buy every single book and read them all, because there's a lot, and it just keeps getting bigger, and it's very daunting to me. I mean, they are easy reads, I do enjoy them, but over a certain amount of time you're just like, how many more are there? The next series I'm not going to finish, I think Caitlin talked about this in her video too, is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I wanted to read like the original trilogy to see what all the fuss was about, but then he started bringing out like prequels and stuff, so technically I have read the series, I'm just not going to read all the prequels, purely just because I didn't particularly think, like, it didn't stand out to me as like, whoa, I really want to have them, like, I just didn't really think, like, whoa, I really want to find out what happened to those characters before the first one, because I didn't really connect to the characters on an emotional level. It's basically about a group of boys that wake up in a maze, and they don't know why they're there, and they just try and find their way out for the whole book. I enjoyed the first one, like, a lot, but I enjoyed the second one too, but the third one I just kind of read because, like, I just wanted to see how it ended, but it didn't stand out to me as like an amazing trilogy, but obviously I see why people like it. I just won't be finishing like a little bit. I feel like this one's going to be very controversial as well, and that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Mayer. I've read the first one. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I gave it like 3 stars out of 5. I was expecting like a cool sort of retelling, which it is, but it's just, I don't know why I didn't like it. It was more sci-fi, because it was like robots and stuff, and I just wasn't really, well. I did enjoy it as a book, but not as a retelling, because I love Cinderella, and I feel like if it's a retelling, it needs to actually, like, reference the story more. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, because obviously it does play out the same events as the story. It is just different, and I predicted the ending, like, that way, like, that far through, like, I predicted what was going to happen, so that kind of ruined it for me. It was just very kind of predictable, and I was just kind of like, I just didn't really, it was really hyped up and I was really looking forward to it, and I was like, this just isn't as good as everyone says it is. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's basically about a girl named Cinder, but she's like, I don't, what's it called? A cyborg, that's it, a cyborg. And she's basically ridiculed for being like, not all human, and then she falls in love with the prince, and it's like, whoa, there must be romance in a YA novel, so why not just throw one in there? And everyone's dying from a disease, and then she has to try and find a cure and everything. Yeah, I just didn't love it. That's all. And there's a lot of books, can't bother to finish them all. I have a lot to say about this next one. A really good-looking guy just cycled past my window. Wait, I got so distracted. The series is the Fifth Wave trilogy by Rick Yancey. I'm so annoyed that I'm not going to finish this series, because the first one, The Fifth Wave, I gave 5 out of 5 stars. This was one of my favourite reads of 2016. I was so hyped for The Infinite Sea, and I bought it, and I was just so bored throughout the whole of it. Like, considering I loved this one was just such a disappointment to me, because nothing happened, and anything that did was like replayed again and again through different characters' point of views, and it just became really, really mundane. And I just hated it. I just did not like it, and it just made me think, you know what, I don't care anymore. And I didn't really understand the ending either. Like, I kind of did, but it just, they were trying to be too clever, you know, and I like things that I can understand as a reader, you know. It just makes the whole experience a lot better. So I won't be finishing this trilogy, although I will say that the first one is very, very good. Just don't read past the first one. Capiche? So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I sound really, really tired. It's because I am, because the heat is like oppressive. It's not nice, but hopefully it will cool down. I just want to tan, but for it also to be like bearable. Is that too much to ask? Anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe because it's free. Please comment below if you like the new intro. I hope you do. I do, even if it's like really basic. But I just felt like it adds a bit of professionalism. Okay, bye guys!